Hi, I'm Niall Heaney. Today we have for sale a Beneteau Antares 780. It's just under 24 feet long. It's a fantastic day boat. This one was built in 2012, so it's only a year old. It has the top spec engine, which is a Suzuki DF 150 horsepower 4-stroke outboard. And the whole thing's just like new. It's done less than 20 hours. It's been virtually unused by its current owner. And that's the reason why it's for sale. So it's in absolutely fantastic condition. It's got a really good spec as well, and the trailer is included in the price also. So that was bought for the boat brand new last year as well. So we're going to take a detailed look around the whole boat, show you all the features on board, and also we're going to run it in the water so you can see how it performs underway. Because we've got the boat out of the water and in the showroom on its own trailer, we can take the opportunity to have a close look around the hull. The gel coat, as you would expect on a boat that's only a year old, is immaculate. The anti-fouling paint, whilst it's in pretty good condition, will need refreshed just before the start of next season. You'll notice as well as we come along that the trailer is in fantastic condition. It's only been in the water twice, I think, whenever the boat was launched in the first place and brought back out again. The wheels, the tyres, bearings, everything's perfect. The graphics and all are in really good shape, as is the rub rail along the side of the boat. And just walking around the exterior of the boat, it looks fantastic. Being an Antares, this is a sort of semi-displacement hull, which means that you get great sea keeping, and also you get good performance out of relatively low horsepower engine, so the fuel efficiency is good too. So the 150 horsepower engine that's on the boat is actually the maximum horsepower for the hull, and it gives it a really good turn of speed. It'll cruise at around about 20 knots. It'll approach 30 knots flat out, and like I said, the seat keeping's great. You get these pronounced spray rails that gives it a nice dry ride, and it also has a small fin that comes out to sort of about 75% of the length of the keel, so it gives you a really good planted feeling in the water. If you're idling along at slow speed, you get really good tracking stability. And she doesn't tend to drift very much in the wind too, which comes in handy around the marina as well. So as you can tell from this one, although the anti-fouling paint does need freshened up for the start of the next season, the hull is perfect. There's no marks or damage on it, and because it's a roller coaster trailer as well, it means the boat just slips on and off the trailer without any trouble whatsoever. Taking a look at the stern then before we climb in the boat. We've got two little quarters wind platforms on either side of the stern. They're both inlaid with reed teak, and they've got non-skid steps above them. We've got a line and drain, a storage compartment on the port side, and then just a step, which is an access step into the boat on the starboard side. You see we've got a nice deep 4-step stainless steel board and ladder as well, so if you're swimming off the back of the boat, it makes it really easy to get in and out. We've also got a stainless steel handrail over that side as well, just to help you getting out of the water. The engine is mounted on the transom. It's in fantastic condition as well, as you would expect. It's virtually unmarked, very, very slight little bit of paint rubbing on the bottom of the skeg, but apart from that, it's perfect. The graphics, the decals, the cowlings are all totally pristine, as is the prop. It's a 3-blade stainless steel propeller, and it's factory installed, so the engine is perfectly matched to the hull. It gives the boat a really good turn of speed. It gets it up on the plane nice and quickly, which you'll see from the footage we took on the water earlier on. And the fuel economy is actually really good as well. These engines burn roughly about 4 or 5 gallons an hour at cruising speeds. So you could tootle along at sort of 17, 18 knots all day long, and you're only burning sort of 4 or 5 gallons an hour, which is fantastic really, whenever you consider the size of the boat. And then the other good thing about it is if you want to just idle along at slow speed, say if you're using the boat on the river or whatever, then they're whisper quiet for a start. You literally can hardly hear the engine running at idle, and it also, I mean, the fuel consumption is something half a gallon an hour. It's nothing really. So that is an excellent power package. It is the top spec engine for the boat, so it's the maximum horsepower rated for the boat, and as I said, it performs brilliantly. the Antares 780 is just under 24 feet long, and it's 9 foot 3 inches wide, so it's a really nice beamy boat, and you get bags of accommodation into you know, a hull that you can still get on and off a trailer, and in and out of the water with relative ease. It's designed as a day boat and an all-rounder, so they've really thought about that. It's well thought through. It's a new design that was only released, I think, in 2011, and so it's bang up to date, and it makes fantastic versatile use of the space. So whether you're sunbathing and swimming off the boat, or whether you're fishing off the boat, or whether you're just picnicking and having a bit of a cruise, they've really thought about everything. So starting here in the cockpit, you come in, all the surfaces are molded non-skid, so it's nice and safe underfoot, and there's plenty of handholds and handrails and things all the way really throughout the boat. So we've got this set up at the minute in the sort of seating configuration. So there's a wraparound U-shaped seating area around a really large central table. So that'll accommodate sort of 4 adults with ease. We've also got a little infall cushion that goes in here as well. You can remove that for ease of access out through the transom. But with all the seats and cushions in position and the table set up, you've got a fantastic sort of outdoor dining area for somewhere to sit and have drinks in the evening or whatever. If you want to fish off the boat, or you're swimming and things, and you want a bit more room out here, you can take all the cushions easily lift up, and some of these storage boxes, the rear one is fixed, so that rear bench is fixed, but this L-shaped seating box, that is removable, so you can take that out of the boat if you're planning on fishing and you want more cockpit space. You can obviously take the table down, take that out of the boat, and then you've got a large open plan cockpit area, so you can get right up to the gunnels on both sides, so 2 or 3 people can fish out of here, no problem. We've also got this nice overhang just in front of the sliding glass door, so if it's drizzling and things, you don't get rain coming into the cabin, but similarly, it doesn't come too far, so if you are casting rods, you've got unencumbered access around the back of the boat. So with the seat cushions out and the table removed, you can see how much floor space we actually have in the cockpit out here. As I said, this L-shaped seat box can also be completely removed as well, so it will give you full unencumbered access to the full floor space in the cockpit, which is perfect for fishing and things, like I said. With the seat box in position, we've got bags of storage, so you can keep stuff in off the deck nice and neat and tidy on both sides of the box here, and it's easy access. We've also got a huge big storage locker onto the floor here as well, which is lockable too, so it gives you access into the fuel tank and the fuel filter and some of the pumps and the battery box and things, but you've also got additional storage space down in there as well. And you'll see from looking in there, it's like looking at the new boat, you know, it's literally, there's no evidence of any water in there, there's no dirt in there. The guy hasn't even got around to actually storing anything in there. It's a shore power cable which would have been supplied new with the boat, so again, the boat looks just like brand new. One other thing to point out before we take a look inside the boat is that even though this is a reasonably sort of compact boat, it has lots of like nice big boat features and really good practical detail touches. So the things like having your mooring cleats concealed inside the boat with, you know, fair leads through the tops of these teak gunnel caps. I mean, it means that all your mooring lines are tidied out of the way. You're not going to be tripping over cleats or lines whenever you're getting in and out of the boat. We've also got a couple of integrated rod holders stuff here as well. It's just nice, practical, detailed touches that you get from more established yards like Beneteau. You know, they've been building boats for enough years to know how to design one in the right sort of way, and I mean, it's going to be a pleasure to own rather than something that's got lots of little niggles that you're just not happy with, which you can sometimes get from some of the less established builders. Access into the saloon then is via this triple fold-in sliding glass door. It's in an anodized aluminium frame. In the saloon, we've got another large U-shaped dinette. Again, it's a decent sized table. Again, it's another one that drops down, and there's a filler cushion there, so you can make this up into a double bed, which is brilliant for kids and things. They could, you know, get 2 kids on here, no problem. The seating's elevated as well, so it means you get really good visibility out through the windows whenever you're sitting here. And on that note, actually, it's obviously a brand new, it's a modern design. It was released in 2011, so it's bang up to date. It's got a one-piece, single-piece windscreen, which gives excellent visibility for the helmsman. And it's also got lots of nice design touches as well that are nice and modern. So the black pillars really look the part, as do the little cherry wood inlays in the roof. And we've also got a large opening sunlight there in the roof as well. So that slides, as you can tell there now, it slides right back. So it gives you a nice flow of air through the boat. That in combination with the sliding glass door at the back and the sliding windows on both the port and starboard side as well. It makes really good use of the space in here. It's a nice, fresh, spacious and airy wheelhouse, and quality is really apparent too. On the starboard side here, as we come into the wheelhouse, we've got a little galley area which is perfect for day use. So we've got a little gas stop hob here which we can remove. It sits over the top of a sink with a tap. It pulls out on a recoil hose. We've also got, below that, we've got a fridge, a Waco 12-volt refrigerator, which is a pretty decent size actually. And then we've got storage and underneath this as well. It's access to our battery isolator switch there too. So and a little bit of storage in this cubby hole just behind the counter as well. So we've got the seat slid forward there to put it out of the way to give a bit more access. So it's sorry, if you do this, that's what you should be doing. We should tip that seat forward and you get a little drainer and a wee bit of countertop there as well. So like I said, it's perfect for day use, or if you're away for the weekend, you'll be able to knock together the breakfast or whatever in that galley, no problem. The helm position on the boat is excellent. The seat is at a really good height, so I've got clear visibility through the windscreen and out the two side screens. And whenever we're underway, you don't, even with the boat, there's very little bow rise anyway whenever you're getting the boat on the plane, but even with the little bit of bow rises you do get, you never lose sight of the horizon through the forward screen. Like I said, the screen's one piece, so you pretty much uninterrupted visibility throughout there. And the helm position itself, we've got this stainless steel and highly polished wooden steering wheel, which is in immaculate condition. The controls, the throttle and shift for the Suzuki engine fall easily to hand here. This boat's fitted with the Lowrance HDS 7 chart plotter, which again is bang up to date. And the owner actually had us, we're Suzuki dealers, so he brought it to us for its first service. It was around about the start of this year, and at the same time he asked us to hook up the communications between the engine and the Lowrance system, so it's CAN bus system, and we've got all the engine data relayed here on the GPS. So it basically duplicates what you have here, and it also gives you your fuel flow information as well. So that's the main reason why the owner of the boat wanted it done. So that's all set up. I mean, there's nothing else to do. We've got it's a fantastic chart plotter. It also works as a depth sounder and fish finder as well. And then we've got our Suzuki gauges here in addition to that. So we've plugged the engine in. It's showing no fault codes, totally clean history, and like I said, it's got less than 20 hours on the clock. So it's just like brand new. All the switch gears obviously working as well. So we've also got a Lowrance LVR 250 VHF radio, and that's matched up to an iPod dock, so you can slot your iPhone or your iPod in there and play your MP3s through the speaker there as well, which is a really nice touch. coming forward then from the helm position, we go down 2 steps into this forward cabin area. So we've got a fixed double berth here on the port side with storage areas up on both sides of it, and we've got an opening port light and also an overhead deck light in here as well with an overhead reading light. So it's nice and bright in area. We've got the mirror there at the front, and as you can tell, the plastic's not even off the seat covers in here. This has never been used. Here we've got the filler cushion for the saloon seating area and also for the cockpit seating area, which store nicely in here. So it's a good area where you can fire lots of gear in out of the way. We've also got a storage locker here with our water tank lives in there too, and we've got a shore power outlet, European socket, but it's 240 volts. And then on the starboard side we've got access into our heads compartment. So this little split folding door here, the heads compartment is fairly compact, but it does everything you need it to. We've got a manual pump out toilet there, Jabsco toilet, with a little storage unit here beside it. Again, we've got an opening port light there for ventilation, and we've got access into the back of the dashboard as well. These hatches, which you'll notice in the floor, give access into storage areas and the bilge of the boat. So that the rearmost one there that's just a little dedicated storage locker, and then this one here and also the one underneath the dinette give access down to the bilge area, and it really is a huge storage area in there. You know, there's lots of room to swallow up plenty of gear if you are planning on any extended cruises with the boat. There's full walk around access to the foredeck of the boat on both the port and starboard sides, and we've got a nice high rail as well, so you've got safe passage up onto the front of the boat. Whether you're up here fishing or whenever you're getting the boat tied up or moored, it's a nice safe place to be, and it's got plenty of flat areas, high rails and stuff, so it's really good. We've also got a huge anchor locker here at the front, which swallows up your anchor, rope, chain, and you'll also get a few fenders in there out of the way as well. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of the condition and the features on this Beneteau Antares 780. As I said, it's basically like buying a new boat. The engine comes with a 5-year warranty from new, so there's still 4 years remaining on the engine warranty. The boat's got less than 20 hours on the clock. The bed's never been slept in. The owner hasn't even got round to properly taking the plastics off a lot of the seat covers, and it's virtually unmarked. The fact that it has the Lowrance chart plotter and depth sounder fitted, it's got the top spec engine, which is the Suzuki 150 horsepower 4-stroke, and the communications between the Suzuki and the Lowrance have been taken care of. And also the owner's throwing in all his ropes and fenders. It's on a fantastic twin axle UK spec road trailer, which again was new last year and is in perfect condition. I think it makes the whole package really excellent value. And if you're interested in the boat and you've got any questions or you want to find out more about it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Just drop me an email or give me a call, and I'll be delighted to have a chat about the boat. Thanks for watching.